everyone, and welcome back to Education Exploration Hub. Are you looking to improve your English speaking and listening skills? Well, you have come to the right place. Our podcast conversations are a perfect way to develop your English language skills. By listening to our discussions, you will hear authentic English spoken at a natural pace, which helps you understand real conversations better. You will also learn common English phrases and expressions that will make your speech sound more natural and confident. So relax, listen carefully, and join us on Education Exploration Hub to take your English skills to the next level. In today's episode, our hosts Sophia and Dylan discuss two very interesting topics: our addiction to social media and the age-old debate of love marriage versus arranged marriage. Let's listen in. Hey Dylan, how's it going?
Hey Sophia, I'm doing pretty well, thanks. A little tired, but good. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. So tell me, be honest, how much time do you think you spend on social media these days?
Honestly, probably way too much. It's actually kind of embarrassing when I think about it. I find myself just scrolling, I open Instagram just to check one notification, and then an hour later, I'm still there, watching random videos and looking at photos.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. It's the same for me. I think it's slowly but surely becoming an addiction for me. It's like a habit I just can't break.
I feel exactly the same way. And the worst part is, it's even starting to affect other areas of my life. Like, my productivity at work has definitely gone down. I'll pick up my phone for a quick break, and suddenly 20 minutes have disappeared.
Exactly. It's such a distraction. Oh, that reminds me, by the way, did you hear about Anna's exam results? I was talking to a friend of hers the other day.
No, I didn't hear anything. How did she do? She's usually at the top of our group, isn't she?
Well, she did well on some of the exams. She scored really high in a couple of subjects, actually. But unfortunately, she failed one. Completely failed it.
Wait, what? Anna failed an exam? That's so surprising. She's always been such a dedicated and good student. I'm shocked.
I know. I was really surprised too when I heard. She did well in some parts, like I said, but her overall grade for that one subject was a fail. It just didn't add up.
Do you know what happened? Was the exam just incredibly difficult?
From what I heard, it's not really about the exam being hard. It's more about her focus. Apparently, she spends a huge amount of time on social media now. She posts pictures every single day. She's always in stories, and she's constantly chatting with her online friends.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it had gotten that bad. That must be taking up a massive chunk of her time. If you're constantly posting and replying, when do you actually study?
Exactly. That's the whole point. Studying requires real, dedicated time and focus. You need to sit down and concentrate. If you spend hours every day just scrolling and chatting online, it becomes almost impossible to find the mental energy to focus on your studies.
That makes perfect sense. It's a classic case of priorities, isn't it? I really hope she realizes what's happening and starts to prioritize her studies again. It would be a shame to see her grades slip because of this.
It's actually a really common problem nowadays. I was reading an article about it. Many students are struggling with their grades, and a lot of it is directly linked to social media use and screen time.
That's so true. And it's not just students. It feels like everyone, from kids to adults, is completely addicted to social media. You see it everywhere, on the bus, in restaurants, even when people are hanging out with friends. Everyone is just staring at their phones.
The strangest thing about it is that we don't even realize how much time we're wasting. It's like a trance. You look up and think, where did the last 2 hours go?
Exactly. And that's the question I always ask myself. What do we actually gain from it all? What's the real value in spending hours posting photos and liking other people's posts? It feels so empty sometimes.
Honestly, not much. I think we get a little dopamine hit from a like or a comment, but it's so temporary. I think we should all try to be much more mindful about how we use social media, to use it, not let it use us.
I completely agree. We should try to use it in a way that actually adds some value to our lives, like maybe following educational pages or connecting with friends in a more meaningful way rather than just mindless consumption.
Right. Maybe we all need to take a step back sometimes and really think about whether social media is helping us or actually harming us. Is it making us happier or more anxious and distracted?
That's a really great point. And maybe if we start being more mindful, we can even inspire others to do the same. Lead by example.
Who knows? Maybe we could start a whole social media revolution. But seriously, what do you think people can actually do to reduce their social media use? Any practical tips?
One thing I've heard of and I'm thinking of trying is taking a complete break, like a social media detox for a week or two. Just delete the apps from your phone and see how it feels.
Yeah, that could really work. I've tried something a bit less extreme. I set a daily time limit on my phone for my social media apps. After I hit that limit, the apps lock and I have to put my phone away. It's actually helped a lot.
That's a smart idea. It's all about finding that balance, isn't it? Staying connected with people is good, but we shouldn't let these platforms control our lives and our time.
Absolutely. I've also started being more careful about who I follow. I've unfollowed accounts that make me feel bad about myself and started following accounts that inspire me or teach me something new. It changes the whole experience.
That's a fantastic approach. Instead of mindless scrolling, you're actually learning something useful. It turns a waste of time into a productive use of time.
Exactly. And maybe we can encourage our friends and even Anna to do the same. We could all try to be more intentional about it.
That would be great. Maybe we could even start a small social media detox challenge together, a group of us. We could support each other.
I love that idea. We should definitely do that.
Hey, speaking of different choices we make in life, let's switch gears a little bit. I have a question for you, Sophia. What's your opinion about marriage? Which do you think is better, a love marriage or an arranged marriage?
Oh, that's a classic debate. For me personally, I tend to support love marriages. I think the main advantage is that you get to choose your own partner. You know them, you've spent time with them, and you've built a relationship before you even think about getting married. You know their personality, their habits, their dreams. What about you? What's your take on it?
That's a good point, and I can definitely see the appeal of that. But for me, I find myself supporting arranged marriages more. I like the fact that in an arranged marriage, it's not just two individuals coming together, but two families. The families are involved in helping you choose someone who they believe is compatible with you. And it is a traditional approach that has worked very long in many cultures.
I understand that perspective, and I respect the family involvement. But what if the families, with all their good intentions, choose someone you're just not compatible with? What if your personalities clash, or you don't have the same sense of humor or life goals?
That's a valid concern. That can definitely happen. But in a good arranged marriage setup, families don't just randomly pick someone. They usually consider so many factors. They look at values, family background, education, career, and they try to find someone who is truly compatible. And in modern arranged marriages, the boy and girl are always given time to meet and talk to see if they have a connection before anything is decided.
That's true. It's not like it was 50 years ago where you met on your wedding day. There's a lot more communication now. But still, in a love marriage, you already have that foundation of friendship and love. You've already been through things together, maybe even some challenges, and you know how the other person reacts. You can make a decision based on a real, lived relationship.
Yes, that's the strong point of a love marriage for sure. But love marriages can also be risky, can't they? Sometimes the intense feeling of love can fade after marriage when you're faced with the daily realities of life, finances, and responsibilities. What happens when the initial passion cools down?
That's possible, definitely. But I think if both partners are truly committed, not just in love, but committed to building a life together, then love marriages can lead to incredibly strong and resilient relationships. They've already built a bond of trust and understanding over years.
I agree with you there. It really does depend on the individuals involved, doesn't it? It's not the type of marriage that guarantees success, but the people in it.
Exactly. That's the key point. There is no single perfect approach when it comes to marriage. What works for one couple might be a disaster for another. Some people thrive in an arranged marriage setup with family support, and some people need the foundation of a long love relationship.
Absolutely. Everyone has different needs, different experiences, and different perspectives. The most important thing is that both people are on the same page. They respect each other and they're willing to work together. Whether they met through a dating app or through their families is just the beginning of the story.
Well said. It's the effort you put in after the wedding that really counts.
It's always great to hear different opinions and have friendly discussions like this, isn't it, Sophia?
It really is. Thanks for the great conversation, Dylan.
Thank you.
Dear friends, we hope you enjoyed this conversation on Education Exploration Hub. If you watched until the very end, it shows your dedication to improving your English. We covered some great vocabulary today, like addiction, productivity, mindful, compatible, and perspective. Try to use these words in your own conversations.